Hello, welcome back. Lots of stuff happening this turn. First of all, we got hit by a lot of arrows. Apparently seeking arrows can hit targets that are underwater. I didn't even realize that. But we got hit by some seeking arrows on the underwater throne that we are storming this turn. It just hit Spirits of Points though, who are quite tanky, so they got injured but they survived. Important, Selenia has cast Vengeful Water. So we've traded Gerudo having it for Selenia having it. It's not quite as bad though. It does mean that I can't really raid into Selenia now very easily with just the trash that I did have, but not too much of a problem. We cast Dispel. We did Dispel Burden of Time though, so that's good. And we cast Earth Attack again on one of Cassia's little armies. We killed that. I'll check that in a moment. More arrows appearing out of the sky. The Splendor are also quite tanky though. Summoned some eagles. We got killed by... This is quite funny. Remember when La Mancha had those scouts over here? Not scouts, thugs over here? I guess Selenia is like mind hunting them. But hit one of my acolytes instead. Then a bunch of battles. One in Great Mountains. This is just the raiders. So that's over here. So we managed to earth attack some guys. We took back Rot Marsh. Looks like these units in Stone Heavens got left behind. And so just a few troops moved onto my fort here in Great Mountains. So I think the earth attacks have just like killed so many commanders that they can't lead all these troops now. Which is good. Also battling Rot Marsh, which is that one where, yeah, just throwing these raiders back into the swamp. So, oh, there's some worms here I can pick up, cool. So still just trying to make sure that we try to lock down this territory with as little investment as possible. Battling Queen Forest, which was this fort. So this was under siege by independents. I broke siege again, only this time I brought along some fire mages to summon some fire elementals. I thought they'd be good against trolls. It's quite funny that we're the ones using the fire elementals for once, but helps us tip the tides of battle. And so we managed to break out of that fort. Which is good, because this is the same army now that I'm going to throw at Asia. So that army that just broke siege is going to move on and kill this trash that's sieging this fort now. Also battling Kareen, which is kind of annoying. This is some bees landed in Kareen. I think I had a temple here, right? Possibly. You see a bunch of bee units. Immortal bee units. They quite easily our province defense. So that'll be annoying if they fly around just destroying lightly defended temples. I honestly can't remember if we had a temple there or not though, but I think we might have. Then there was the main event. So this was storming the fort of Blue Waters. Now, I thought maybe it would just be that big commander. It's not just the big commander. There is quite a large number of pretty cool things here. First of all, lots of archers. These are ephemeral archers. They can fire their bows underwater. All of their weapons are magical, so my ethereal doesn't do anything. And they are sacred as well. I think I'm kind of lucky here because he also has his god in the fight. His god has been transformed into a Wraith Lord. Because this province still has my dominion though, none of these units are blessed. If it was his dominion, all of these units would be auto-blessed because of the god in the battle. But as it is, they remain unblessed, which I think is really, really lucky for us, because we know that Kaze has a pretty brutal bless. He's also got a Ether Lord here. He's got the big guys still. I think there was another mage somewhere. Is it the mounted one? Yeah, this is a really cool mage as well. Pretender Empress. None of these guys can do Divine Blessing though. I don't think he's even scripted to bless. So we have all of our kind of extremely powerful Spirits of Points units. But these units are pretty good as well. They do just hurt us quite a bit. Cassia also does Time Stop. This is a spell I've never actually seen used. So for about 5 rounds, time is very slow for everyone except, I think it was this god who cast it, yeah. I guess I should turbo through the... His god then casts Power of the Spheres. Oh, the sound is really cool when time is slowed. Look how cool that looks. Alright. He also does Fog Warriors as well, so these guys are all Fog Warriored now too. The Ether Warriors are also pretty good at killing us because they've all got Moonblades. 2 times versus magic beings. All my spirits are magic beings. I'm gonna proceed so that you can see if we enslave anybody though. The red squares are my troops, yellow are Kazuya's. And we also do a lot of water rallies, and so does he. Looks like it's already happened, but the big thug has already died by the way. I must have missed it, that's a shame. But he just gets popped by Mindhunt. Not Mindhunt, by Soulslow. At the beginning of the round he only had 17 magic resistance, so that was that. We've got tons of water rallies now. We've also got friendly currents up. We drop a lot of banishes on his god too. You see that we have actually enslaved a couple of Ether Lords, which is cool. Ether Warriors. Cassia then does Will of the Fates. That's luck for everybody. That'd be a cool spell for us to have, since we have a regen bless. I always like luck and regen on high hit points units. So that was an important one. Who did that, I wonder? I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it in the log easily. But we banished his god. There it is. So it was actually my prophet who did it, which makes sense. He's at H3. Final rest. Hit the Wraith Lord. Killed him instantly. That's pretty good. This is a JBBM game, so they turn into a Wraith Lord's place in the underworld as a second shape, which just has 1 hit point. Can't remember why this is. It's something to do with morale. It's to make sure that immortal units still rout or something. I'm not. It's just something like that. Yeah, he's dead though. Another fun thing. I managed to enslave the Pretender Empress. If we could Gift of Reason this guy, it would get all of its magic paths back, I assume. However, because it's been enslaved, it's now a unit, which means it has no items, which means it has no water breathing, which means it dies immediately. So, would have been cool to have, but not to be, unfortunately. His god gets killed by a melee attack from my spirit, which is a shame. Because his god has all of his globals up, and he's immortal. So getting killed with a punch means he's just gonna come back to life and still have the globals up. If we'd managed to soul slay him, I'm pretty sure that would have overwritten immortality, and he would have lost all his globals. It's kind of a shame. I think that's how it works anyway, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. So we managed to win it in the end. That was the battle at the fortress in Blue Wars. We enslaved quite a few units, which is really cool. We lost 7 of our spirits of points though. He lost a hell of a lot more stuff though. Spirits might be too powerful, alright? I think I've said this repeatedly throughout the series. They might be too powerful. Yeah. He probably would have killed a lot more of them if all of those archers had been blessed. But even so. Spirits might be a bit too good. But if that's one thing we've learned from this game, that's fine. I'm sure no one's going to be too mad. Lightning continues to strike. We lost an adept, which is really unfortunate. I think he was diseased though and losing hit points. Streams are coming to life and killing my scouts in Selenia's territory. Here's the global list now, by the way. And I think that's it. No interesting messages either, I don't think. Tax collector waylaid, some barbarians were caught, that's fine. That was in Spring Spires. And that's it for messages. Okay. So we got this throne. We're claiming it this turn. And I'm also building a temple here. So, good stuff. Over here, I'm teleporting a nature mage over here. Yeah, because we got this Ether Lord. And I thought it'd be cool if we could gift a reason this guy. Get him his magic paths back. Gift a reason is very cheap in JBBM games. I'm just going to teleport a nature guy over to Rain Coast. Give him a water breathing ring out of the lab and then move him into Blue Waters. And I'm just moving, other than that, I'm just moving troops up to Whispering Waits to make sure that this province is defended. Mostly I'm just going to kind of just try to lock down this territory as best I can. But the big movement this turn is attacking this throne. We've been planning to attack Murias, but it looks like there's 150 units here. It's pretty beefy looking now. And I was a bit disheartened. I was thinking, should we still attack this? I don't know. And then I found this throne over here, Valgod, which has literally nothing in it. As far as I can see, at least. So we're doing the big attack. Looks like this. We have a bunch of eagles. We have a bunch of spirits of points. We have all of the commander spirits of points. This is not an underwater battle, so we'll also have lots of imps in this fight too, which is good. We've got 3 contracts. And I'm also bringing some dancers as well. I've given out like all of my items now, so we've got lots of like guys with like tons of items on them. Gate cleavers too. This fort, according to the scout report, is only 500 wall. So just the eagles, I think, would probably have enough siege strength to... It's really hard to check siege strength with just specific armies, unfortunately. Because if I hit Control T, it still shows the stuff in the garrison. And if I hit Y, it doesn't show siege strength. So I'm not sure exactly how much siege strength we have. I'm pretty sure it's way more than 500. We've got lots of guys with gate cleavers. We have all of the eagles. I've given out lots of strength girdles as well. So like a spirit of points just has... This guy has 60 siege... Oh, he's got a gate cleaver. Okay. That really confused me. Let's find a guy without a gate cleaver. Let's find a guy with no items. So a guy with no item has 8 siege strength. So just from the commanders we have like at least 140 siege strength. We've got all the unit versions. I think we have way more than 500 siege strength, yeah. So we've got the eagles too. And the scripts are mostly similar to what we've seen previously. We're going to do Astral Geysers on turn 1. 2 rounds of buffs, mostly just to buff up the eagles with Ethereal and Luck if we're lucky. And then we'll either spam Soul Slay, Enslave Mind, or Paralyze, depending on whether we are S2, S3, or S4. I've got a Fire Dancer spamming Flame Wards. That's mostly for later when we bring some worms into this battle, but I'm still scripting it anyway. We've got another one doing Arrow Fend and then spamming Living Clouds. We've got another one doing Howl and then Rouse the Tangleheart. So I managed to get her up to N3 and then also gave her the Cornucopia and then also gave her an inventory full of gems. We've got another one here that's also doing Flame Ward. We've got one doing Living Water. I might change this to Quagmire when we've got worms in the battle. Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff. It's lots of items. I also have this guy. I gave him all of like the melee thug items that we had. Gave him some braces. Gave him the precious. This guy alone is currently on 14.6 siege strength. He's got 2 attacks with, well, 3 actually. He's got the Sword of Swiftness and he's got Ember. He's currently on 31 defense. And he's scripted to do Mist Form, Protection from Lightning, and Iron Skin. That gets him up to 20 protection. Temper Flesh, Flying Shield, and then Attack Rear. So this guy will be like a melee spirit. I think he's going to be pretty much unkillable. Spirits have 20 unsurroundable, so he's always going to have 31 defense, 20 protection, very good resists, and he's ethereal and mist formed. And bless so he'll have regen. So good luck killing that guy. I think this is a pretty cool army just to kill province defense and put the fort under siege. And once it's under siege next turn, we can teleport a bunch of stuff onto it as well. So I'm also prepping people to do teleport. I'm pretty sure this province is never going to get a Great Red Maw. I think it has too many sites. Because it's currently on 200 population with 10 candles and there's no Great Red Maw. So I don't think we'll ever be able to use our national teleport in this province. So I'm moving a lot of stuff out of that province. Just a selection of nature mages and lots of troops. Some are coming from my cap as well. We're all just going to sit in this province and then next turn we'll sort them out and teleport them onto this fort. And then we'll teleport wherever else we can as well. Got a couple of astral guys, we can do a real teleport over to this province. Probably got some guys you might be able to cloud trapeze. But all of the stuff that's moving there now will storm fort next turn. I'm pretty sure it's going to be cracked open and empty. And then everything else will teleport to help defend the stormers. And I think that's it for this turn. Yep, that's everything. So let's hope that this goes well. And we win in 3 turns, I think, if nothing goes wrong between now and 3 turns from now. This places it under siege next turn. We'll storm the turn after, and then claim the turn after. This throne's being claimed this turn. There are 2 H3s moving to this province, so they'll be able to claim that next turn. And the list of thrones currently looks like this. 3, 4. Cassia still only has 5 thrones. We have 4, but 2 we can claim. And I think Cassia is distracted because he has a big stack here. So I think this stack is going to attack this throne. And that's fine, right? Because he only has 5? Yeah. He has 5 thrones. This would give him 6, but this drops him back down to 5 if we take it. So who knows? We still also have Enchanted Forest next turn. So it's going to be a bit awkward next turn because I'm going to want to give out a lot of nature gems to all these nature mages who will also need them to teleport. But then I also want to cast Enchanted Forest next turn. So we might delay Enchanted Forest by 1 turn. But if all goes well, it doesn't matter anyway, does it? I guess we'll see. So that was turn 74. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.